Today we are going back to the tailoring cloth cooldowns, which I have found to be really profitable in Dragonflight. This is basically the most profitable profession at the moment for an alt army setup. You will see in this video that I'm averaging about 1,200 to 1,500 gold profit per craft, so at current prices I make around 40 to 50k profit every time one of these characters uses their cooldowns. In this video we will look at the specialisation setup I am using for this and why. I did a video on this about a week before Dragonflight released, telling you that you should be setting this up on any alts whose professions you did not need, as this was going to be some really good passive gold making once it was all sorted. We did have a hiccup on the way here with a bug that allowed players to mass produce these, bypassing the usual cooldown system, and this really crashed the market, but it seems to still be doing quite well now despite that. It is a pity, as before the bug the profit margins on these were absolutely insane, but even at current prices it's still really solid gold making. As a note here before we start, these are all alts, so all I've done with them is collect the one-time treasures, visit the profession master and the crafting and work order weeklies. I've not done any of the kill weeklies, as that will take ages on 28 tailors. Basically anyone else who's been running this from Dragonflight release probably has significantly more knowledge points than me, and therefore will be making much more gold per cooldown. No big surprise in the spec that I'm running them, and we have Shrewd Stitchery for the inspiration build. To be able to make profit from these cooldowns, you have to be able to proc the rank 3s. It's essential, and this is the first thing you need to max out once you've actually unlocked the cooldowns. The other thing is you need to unlock the cooldown itself. You can go either left to unlock Azure Weave or down the right to unlock Chrono Cloth. The spec you would run is identical, you just mirror it on the other side if you wanted to run Chrono Cloth. There are two ways that you could go from here. You do not need to put all the knowledge points in this specialisation. I went down the path of making things as profitable as possible, as early as possible. So I chose to go with a 5, 25, 20 spec that you see here, which has various bonuses to making the cooldown worth much more. This is mostly through the bonuses to crafting stats, but also the plus skill allows you to use lower rank Vibrant Wilder Cloth, making it cheaper to do. You need 3 Vibrant Wilder Cloth per craft, and to begin with I needed to use all 3 at rank 3s, but now most of my tailors can do it with just all rank 2s. You will see on my second tailor in a minute I need to use some rank 3 Vibrant Wilder Cloth, but over time it gets cheaper as you don't have to use these anymore as you get more skill. The best place to have knowledge points in this build, besides the essential Shrewd Stitchery, is in weaving under the textile specialisations. There are just huge bonuses here. The only problem here is that you need 75 tailoring to have all 3 specialisations unlocked, and tailoring mastery and draconic needlework are essential for the build, so you're only ever going to have textiles unlocked when you hit 75 tailoring skill. If I would have saved enough knowledge points to max out weaving as soon as I hit 75 tailoring skill, then that would have made me much more profit once I did get there. But I preferred spending the points as I went to make things more profitable over the last month or so. I'm not saying either strategy is correct, but once you do unlock the ability to put points into weaving, you want to be maxing that one out as soon as possible. There is one more little tip that I've mentioned on the channel before about alt armies. If you are setting up alts from scratch for doing this sort of stuff, or if you just happen to have them, Vulpera are just absolutely amazing for this sort of stuff. As you see in the footage here, they can set themselves a camp anywhere in the outdoor world and teleport to it once an hour. This makes getting to any location really easy, so this is great for things like this when you need to go to a certain location to do something, but it's also really good for checking rares or something like that. I really hope you guys followed my advice from before Dragonflight released and have this set up for yourself and are making some awesome gold from it. I don't know how viable this is to set up now. I think it could potentially still work. Maybe you can get a huge amount of tailoring knowledge from treasures, etc. And I found using rank 3 Vibrant Wilder Cloth I could get it so that I could get a minimum rank 2 or a rank 3 with an inspiration proc quite early. That being said, you will be quite far behind starting now, so you really need to check your craft sim and things like that to make sure you're not taking big losses. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.